I'm Gwen Preston of Resource Maven. We are here at the Metals Investor Forum in January, and I'm joined by Brian Fowler of NorthStar Gold. If you haven't heard of NorthStar, it's because it's basically a brand new story. Brian is a geologist, and I'm sure going through the corporate wranglings that are involved in an IPO hasn't been your favorite process over the last 6 months, but you're now done, you're outlisted, and you've got money in the bank.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's been a ride, but we're very, very pleased to have this behind us. We completed our IPO, announced that on December 31st. We raised $3 million at 30 cents. So yeah, that aspect is behind us. So now we're listed on the CSE, ticker is NSG. And yeah, we're loaded and we're ready to go to explore our Miller property.
Right, so $3 million, a pretty, that's a good chunk of change. So there's obviously, the street is interested in the Miller project. So why don't you tell us a bit about Miller? And I know you really like this project.
Yes,
you really see a lot of
Yeah.
opportunity here. So take us through what you see at this asset.
Certainly. The Miller property it's 18 kilometers southeast of Kirkland Lake, and more importantly, Kirkland Lake Gold's South Macassa, SMC's Macassa mine project. We have 1,100 hectares. The company acquired it by staking in 2012.
Right.
We put $2 million into it to date. What I really like about the project is that it's got very similar geology and style of mineralization, high-grade gold telluride, which is a Kirkland Lake style mineralization. It's the age of the mineralization is the same. Our property is centered on a large first-order break called the Catherine Fault, which is similar to the Kirkland Lake's main 04 and amalgamated breaks. All these big deposits occur on these first-order fault structures, and ours joins with the Kirkland Lake, the larger break. So all these geological similarities and style of mineralization and the age of it is very important and shows that we've got a very convincing argument that our property is probably tapping the same gold magmatic source as Kirkland Lake. And the difference being is that on the Miller property, the exploration has only been very shallow to date.
Right.
Whereas, well, everybody knows the South Macassa, they're a mile down.
A mile down, exactly.
Yeah. So on the geological front, it's very, very exciting.
So take us a little bit through the work that's happened already. Like you say, it was very shallow, and work programs are always driven by particular geologic theories, and then those evolve over time, because South Macassa finds things or whatnot. So what work has been done, and where do you see the opportunity? You have it's hard question to answer because you have a lot of different targets.
Yeah, we do, and there's quite a history. The property is actually situated over the historic Boston Creek camp. So in the early 30s, it was quite active. We have the old Millard Independence Mine,
right,
which is on our project and partially on our project. And in 1987, a group came in and did some drilling. 37 vertical drill holes and established a historic resource of 270,000 ounces of gold at 11.5 grams per ton,
so
which is
great.
a very nice grade. We're right proximal to an older mine called the Barry Hollinger, which produced 60,000 ounces of gold at similar grade.
Right.
So this mineralization is occurring in quartz veins, high-grade quartz veins with tellurides, in mafic volcanics, and we've got so we've got the high grade component, but what's really compelling too is that the property is situated over a very large alkalic intrusive center and gold enriched zone with a lot of alteration. I love the rocks, and every rock is the rock type is mineralized. But central to the Catherine Fault, we've got 3 intrusive bodies that have come up, and in 2015 or 2016, we did some drilling on the allied syenite and the planet syenite, and we're getting some incredible near surface widths of hits of 100 meter plus gram, a gram over 100 meters plus, which is really good. So we've got both aspects. We've got an exploration target in addition to the historic estimate that I mentioned, about a kilometer and a half on the planet syenite. Where we have an exploration target that could have between 100 and 500,000 ounces between 1 and 3 grams. And we
Right.
have drill holes to substantiate that. So this year, we're fully funded. We got a $1.1 million budget or a program planned, which will involve 3,500 meters of drilling and 25 holes. And we will be concentrating initially on these resource areas and the exploration target area to try to, confirm these numbers and bring these resources closer to 43101 classification.
I mean, it's a pretty cool story. You're right beside a really famous, very profitable, very high grade mine. You have a lot of the same characteristics there, but then you also have this disseminated gold story. So, I mean, it's like literally the best of both worlds if it all pans out. And that's what the drilling that's up to the drilling to determine. But it's pretty exciting to have both opportunities visible on your project.
Absolutely. These big gold systems, I've seen enough of them that, the very special ones have a lot of high-grade gold. They have continuity. They go forever down. And but what I really like about this one is that these intrusive stocks that we've got, there's 3 of them that we know about. There could be more. And they're really well mineralized along the margins and the periphery. And so we're going to be drilling that. And in addition to our program, we're going to be doing a fairly detailed 3D IP program and mag and gravity. So we'll be really have an excellent idea as to the depth extent and the overall geometry. So no shortage of targets. We finished phase 1. Like I said, we're fully funded for that. And then based on the results and everything, then our phase 2, we would like to go in and drill another 4,000 meters of drilling and follow that up. So
I'm sure.
Looking forward to it.
Well, I'm very glad to see you sort of off and running, able to do the geology that you're so excited about, and I really look forward to keeping up with the story as it goes ahead.
Great. Thank you very much.